So we're going to go over Leviticus chapter 23. We have to restart because the channel started acting up. Okay. So let's go over Leviticus chapter 23. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 39. And in the 15th day of the seventh month, when ye have gathered in the fruits of the land. Okay? The gathering of the fruits. There was a point in time, there was a certain time where we were able to go gather fruits. And there was certain time where we cannot go gather fruits because in certain years, in certain times, these fruits was dedicated to God. And how do we dedicate your fruits and your ingathering and all these things to God? By giving it to a high priest, by giving it towards the tabernacle, by giving it to the priest. The priest, God don't eat it, but by giving it to the high priest, you give to God, right? It says, you shall keep a feast unto me, unto the Lord, 7 days. On the first day shall be a Shabbat. In the Hebrew, the word for Sabbath is Shabbaton. Shabbaton means general strike, to cease from activity, a mass work stoppage, which means everything that we're going to eat must be prepared before this day. Everything must be prepared before the day, not on the day, because the only day that states that you can cook on any feast day was the Feast of Unleavened Bread, because it says in Exodus 12:13, save which every man shall eat. Okay, so whatever you're going to eat on the first and the last day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you can prepare, but not today. But not today. Okay, it said, ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God. So all this rejoicing with the balms of thick trees and these certain type of trees and leaves, we are supposed to be rejoicing before God, which means God was against us celebrating these days in any place wherever we should choose. But because we are in exile, because we have been forcefully removed from our country, we have to do it here. There's no choice. So now, according to building booths, when you build booths, according to the laws and the commandments of God, you are supposed to be living in the booths. You can't go in the booth, eat your dinners, and leave out. You can't go in there, pray, and then leave out. If you are not living in the booths, then you ain't doing it right. You could build it. Ain't nothing wrong with building it. Ain't nothing wrong with building it to commemorate or to make remembrance of. But just know that we are not doing it right according to what the statutes and the law states. Because the book says dwell. Anything you dwell at, you live at. Okay? And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Proverbs chapter 18.
Through desire, a man having separated himself.
Wait a minute. Go back.
Through desire.
Through desire?
A man.
Wait. Through desire? Huh? Through desire?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by through desire? Huh? Through desire, a person will change. Only through desire of a man or of a woman, of children, of anybody, you will begin to change. And changes begin first with you, which means you got to make your mind up to change, not just in one section, but you have to make your mind up in every section, which means we have to cover 360 when we have decided to change before God first. So when you change before God and you make your mind up before God, now guess what? Now the people will begin to see the changes in you. because you made your mind up to serve, to change before God. So now, when you begin to change before God, what changes? Your behavior. What changes? Your mannerism. What changes? The way we talk. What changes? Everything about us begin to change. I said everything about us begin to change. Your eating habits, the things you begin to accept, the things you begin to disagree with. Why? Because we have to train ourselves to agree with God. We have to train ourselves to agree with the customs of God. We have to train ourselves that when we read about our forefathers and we read about the mothers inside the book, that we have to make our mind up to be like unto them so that God can look towards us. Because God, you cannot gain God's attention being how you are. I cannot gain God's attention by being how I am. You know why? Because God don't accept it. And God only accepted certain people. I said God only accepted certain people. God only accepted a certain mannerism. God only accepted a certain behavior. God only accepted a certain mindset. So when you make your mind up to change and become different so that you can what? Stick out like a sore thumb. That's what makes you stick out. That's what makes you be distinguished. That's what makes you be separate amongst the nation. Because ain't nobody like you. Moses stuck out. God looked at Moses. He said, man, look at this guy here. He said, you think you gonna get away with talking about my servant Moses? He said, this guy I speak to face. He said, I don't speak to this guy in dreams and riddles and no, I don't speak to this guy like that. He said, when I got something to say to Moshe, he said, I called for him. He come up to that mountain and God start laying it and talking to him. Constant interaction with God. And he had so much interactions with God that when he came down from the mountain, his face started to shine. Why? Because God shined. And the shining that came from God just rubbed off on Moses. His face started to shine because of the knowledge that he was receiving from God. When he came down, the people couldn't look at him. The people couldn't look at him. You know what that was? He was emanating the glory of God. He was emanating the glory of God, man. I said he was emanating the glory of God. He's so close. I said he's so close. The mind was so close to God that he was able to speak up for a nation of people. I said he was able to speak up for a nation of people and God hearkened to him. I said he was able to speak up for people at one point in time that God wanted to destroy because they done built a molten calf that started from in the, forgot what century, either the 13th or the 10th century, in Egypt, represented Apis the bull. And he spoke up for the people concerning that. And God listened to him. You want to mess with something like that? I said, you want to mess with something like that? Let's read. He said, through desire, which means before changes, before you begin to depart from evil, you have to desire the change. You have to want a change. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I don't want to be the way I am. I don't want to be like this. I cannot continue to be like this. I have to change. He said, through desire,
a man having separated
himself. So when a man make his mind up to change, what comes after that? Separation.
That's right.
Now you start separating yourself from your own people.
right.
Don't tell me you can't separate yourself from your own people, because Samuel did it.
That's right.
Once you wasn't walking with God, Samuel pushed you away.
Right.
Samuel ain't walk with you. So guess what? When we have truly decided,
Right.
that's how you know when a person made his mind up to serve God.
That's right.
When you decide to change, when you decide to walk uprightly, you will differentiate. You will make a distinction between yourself and them. Even if it matters separating myself from family.
Right.
I will love you from a
Say it
distance.
again, brother.
I will cry for you from a distance.
Right.
I will even come to your funeral.
Right.
But then after that, separation. That comes with decision. That comes with a desire to separate oneself for the sake of the commandments and the laws of God.
That's right.
Huh? Read that other sword. This is a heavy chapter, man. This is a heavy, nothing but keys in this chapter. Let's go through it. Go ahead.
Through desire,
Do desire.
a man
A man.
having
Wait a
separated
minute.
himself.
Say it again. Do
Through
desire.
desire,
A man.
a man.
Say it again. Do
Do
desire.
desire.
A woman.
A
Say it
man.
again. Do desire.
A
Children.
a man.
And okay. Now I'm trying to make a point. Do desire. A man. Do desire. A woman. Do desire. Children.
That's right.
Now you will begin to separate yourself.
That's right.
Now you're going to begin to separate yourself.
That's right.
You will not continue to think like them. You will not be able, you will not continue to view things the way they view it.
That's right.
You will not continue to look at things the way they look at it. And guess what? When I made my mind up to serve God, and I done got with my friend over here, and they're saying things contrary from what the book said, you will shun it and don't allow that to feed you.
That's right. That's right.
Don't allow outside influences to feed you and guide you according to their heathenistic mentality.
That's
You know
right.
why? Because you
right.
can't serve God being heathens.
That's
You
right.
can't serve God with a heathenistic mentality.
That's right.
So you got to change your mindset.
That's right. That's what it's
I
called.
say your mindset got to change.
Uh-huh.
I say your whole mindset got to change. That's the first thing that got to come.
That's the first thing.
You know why I'm jumping? Because fire is underneath my cardio. Hot.
You purified today, bro.
I said I'm hot.
Yeah.
I said, when you begin to change, the first order of changing is to change the way you think.
That's right. How you think you want to emanate.
So I read, we all should be reading with the mentality or the mindset to be or to change
That's right.
the way God wants us to be.
That's
Because
right.
God can't accept you no other way.
That's right.
Let's read it.
Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddling with all wisdom.
Woo! Through desire, a man having separated himself. Now, once a man has made his mind up to separate himself, he's going to seek, he's going to inquire and intermeddle with all wisdom. Anything that has to do with God, I'm there.
That's right.
That's why what Abba used to do. When he talking certain things about the book and talking certain things about the book, he said, I ain't got to call you.
That's right.
He said, but once you hear, you should have the interest to stay and listen.
That's right.
Right.
That tells me,
Right there.
that also tells me if you're truly
The interest.
separated yourself, or if you have any interest in God,
That's right.
or if you have any interest of being the way God wants us to be.
Right.
Let's read it.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
A fool hath no delight in understanding.
A fool has no delight in understanding. What is understanding, brother? Huh? So let me go back. You stay right there. Okay? Through desire, a man seeketh. Through desire, a man will inquire. Then he will begin to separate himself.
Uh-oh.
Huh? So you can't separate yourself if you don't inquire.
That's right.
You can't separate yourself if you don't seek.
That's
Because
right.
you don't know how to separate
You don't know
yourself.
what to
That's
separate.
right.
You don't know what to separate from.
That's
You don't know how to be different. You know why? Because
right.
we was raised in this pagan place.
Yes, yes.
And even though you was born in the way of life, you got the mentality of an American.
Still.
Huh? Huh? That's us.
That's right, brother.
That's we. That's all of us with this hedonistic mentality, and we haven't made our mind up to change. So we continue to incorporate that type of mentality. Intermetal. Huh? Intermetal. Through a desire, a man having separated himself, seek it and intermetal. The Hebrew word for intermetal is yit galeh. It means to reveal. Huh? It means to reveal. Huh? With all wisdom is revealed. Huh? Then he will begin to separate himself, and with all wisdom is revealed. Things only be revealed through you through wisdom. Through wisdom, through separation. Huh? God can't deal with you because you incorporate yourself with the manners and the paganistic things that goes around you. So that's why God can't deal with you. That's why God can't show you the intricacies and the secrets inside the book.
That's right, brother.
Because I'm reading, but I still haven't made my mind up to be different.
That's right.
Read verse 2.
Proverbs 18, verse 2.
Yeah.
A fool hath no delight in understanding.
A fool have no delight in understanding. Kisil, Kaf, Samek, Yod, Lamed. He said, a fool have no delight in understanding. A fool means what? Kisil means arrogant. So what is a fool? A fool is a person who lacks justice. I said a fool is a person that lacks justice and sense. They reject instructions and is proud with a desire to gratify their lower nature, with a refusal to learn from discipline or correction. Huh? That's a fool. When you're being corrected, when you're being disciplined, you reject it. Huh? Now, what is a person that lacks sense? Huh? A person that lacks sense is irrational and often result in unwise actions, unwise speech, and unwise behavior. Because if you lack sense, the sense that the godly and the righteous sense that you have in you would tell you, relax, fall back, stop, stay in your place. Gratify your lower nature. When you gratify your lower nature, it means to indulge. What does indulge mean? Over excessive. I said over excessive. It means you grow over. And overindulge and satisfy one's base, worldly, carnal desires. So what is carnal desires? Carnal desires are physical and sexual wants. Physical and sexual urges that focus on bodily pleasure. Okay? Okay? What is base desires? Your base desires are selfish desires with no regard for the well-being of others. Huh? You are only into satisfying yourself. That's what makes you base. That's what makes you worthless. When you can't consider others. When you cannot love your brother like you love yourself. When you can't love your sister like you love yourself. That makes you base. It makes you worthless. And when we become worthless before God, God don't want nothing to do with you.
That's right, bro.
Because you can't consider others. And you don't love. You have no love in you. What is worldly desires? Worldly desires are attachments. I said worldly desires are attachments to greed, lust, pride, and vanity, which hinders and holds you back from moral conduct. Huh? Moral conduct. Verse 2.
A fool has no delight in understanding,
Uh-huh.
but that his heart may discover itself.
A fool had no heart, no what?
No delight
No delight
in understanding,
in understanding.
but that his heart may discover itself.
But that his heart may discover itself. Woo! You know what it means? Your heart's discovering itself. It means how you think will reveal to you who you are. Why you think God said we got to change from the inside? Forward thoughts separate from God. Why? Because the forward thoughts, which means contrary thoughts from God, it showed God. You already proved to God how you was. You already proved to God if you had the ability to change. You already proved to God if you had the ability to do different according to how you think. You show your potential. All according to how you think. This is why it's very important to read the book. And when you read the book, you read it with a purpose. I said, when you read the book with a purpose to change.
That's right.
When you read the book with a purpose to change.
That's right.
Which means everything about you gotta flip.
That's right.
No. My emotions get in the way of me not honoring my mother. Emotions. I say emotions. Because I allow excitement, anger, grief, worry, fear, stress, to forget the commandment of my mother and go against it. But guess what God said? He said, you're bigger than that.
Right.
I said, you're bigger than that, son. I said, you're bigger than that. God said, he said, be more on point with yourself, son. Be on point with yourself. And rule your spirit. Rule your spirit. I'm going to continue to try you according to your weakness, son. That's how God deals with you. But guess what? I already see it. You know why I see it? Because I already have the mentality to do right by God. Try me, and I'm going to pass it, God. I'm going to pass it. Because from here on in, I'm going to be more on point with myself. And when I be more on point with myself, guess what happens after that? You know what happens after that? God step in. I said, God steps in. God steps in when you more on point with yourself and you back up. You know why? Because that's what happened to Moses. Moses backed up. And he knew the people was gathering stones. This one started talking about him. But he still showed humility before God. God came out of his place and came down in the cloud and covered the tabernacle. You messing with my meek man, my humble servant before God. You can put yourself in that particular, put yourself in that position. Put yourself in that bracket. That's how you put yourself in that bracket. Huh? Who do you think I'm talking to? Not you. These are teachings according to me. Why? Because I want to change and be right with God. I don't know about nobody else. Let's read it.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 3. When the wicked cometh,
when the wicked comes,
then cometh also contempt.
Then cometh also contempt. Woo! I said, when the wicked come, then also come contempt. Do we know what contempt means? Are we aware to what contempt means? Contempt is stirred up feelings. Stirred up feelings that a person is beneath consideration. A wicked person has no regard for others, only himself. So that tells me whether you're evil or wicked when you continue to regard only yourself and not others. That's right. Go ahead.
Then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy
and
reproach.
with ignominy reproach. You know what ignominy is? Shame. With shame comes disappointment. With shame cometh displeasure. So we're gonna learn a little science, a little theory, a little therapy.
That's what this is.
That's what this is. The laws and the commandments and the statutes of God is therapy.
That's right.
So when you blame, when I'm always pointing the finger and blaming you, it creates a fog in your brain. I say it creates a fog in your brain. that makes it hard, if not impossible, to see the situation from the other person's perspective. I only see it from my point of view.
That's right.
I only see it the way I see it.
I refuse to see it.
Those who blame tend to have a fragile sense of self-worth. They believe they can't make a mistake or accept responsibility for something negative will make them flawed.
The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters.
Woo! The words of a man's mouth, it's like deep waters. Yeah, it's deep. Go ahead.
And the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked.
It is not good to accept the person
of the wicked.
Watch what you accept.
That's right.
The Hebrew word for accept is nasa. It means it ain't good to support evil. It ain't good to lift up and exalt evil. It ain't good to be partial in your judgment on judging. So we got to watch what we support. I said we cannot support everything. We have to hearken to the situation and judge the matter according to what God says. All matters must be judged according to the judgment of God. We cannot use our own judgment. I cannot judge this off of my decision. I can't judge this off of what I think. We have to judge matters according to what God said. According to what God said, only would that be accepted. Tom C.
To overthrow the righteous in judgment.
To overthrow the righteous in judgment. To overthrow means what? It means to pervert.
Change.
Anything you pervert, you change. You done change the whole judgment. Change the whole thing. Okay, go ahead.
A fool's lips enter into contention.
A fool's lips enter into contention. What contention? Strife, debate, arguments. You say a fool's lips, you done said something out of the ordinary, out of your place that caused the argument, that struck the match. Go ahead.
A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes.
Or for what you said, it calls for a stroke. Or for what you said, that's why you ended up with a fight. Or for what you said, that's why you end up getting jumped. Or for what you said, that's why these things happen to you. Even God will get angry at your voice.
That's right.
Even God will get angry at your voice.
That's right.
So when we go against a rule or established rule that was set by God, it's called rebellion.
That's right.
It's called rebellion. But who you rebel against first? You rebel against God. Because God set the order. God set the facts.
That's right.
God set the rules. God has set the guidelines. God set the standards. So when we go against the standards, don't look at yourself as innocent. You ain't innocent, brother. You ain't innocent, sister. You ain't innocent, children.
That's right, brother.
Because the guidelines been set by God. And when you go against the guidelines that God set, you will not be innocent. You will not be pure. That word nakwa means guilty. It means pure.
That's right.
It means to be innocent. So when we do certain things in our lives, you cannot be innocent. We can't be innocent and you can't be pure. Tom C.
A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul.
A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips is the snare. His lips is the stumbling block to what?
Of his soul.
You know what a stumbling block is?
Uh-oh.
A stumbling block comes from the word mikshol. A stumbling block is something that causes you to fall into error with God. Something that caused you to fall into error with God.
Uh-oh.
So if God got angry at Saul, because he rejected a direct command by God. Huh? I said, God got angry at King Saul because he went against a direct command by God. Don't we think that God is angry at every one of us?
Yes.
Because we have direct commands inside this book.
That's right.
And anytime we go against a command, anytime we go against a tradition, anytime we go against an order or a statute or a custom, it's a command by God.
That's right.
These are called ways by God. And when we go against this, God is angry with us. Now you see why we're so far away from God. Go ahead, read.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Read that again.
The words of a
The
talebearer
words of a talebearer.
are as wounds.
What does that word mean? It means a mischief maker. It don't mean talebearer. A talebearer is a troublemaker. I said a talebearer is in Hebrew, it says nirgan, mischief maker. Huh? And go ahead. The words of a talebearer is what?
Are as wounds.
Or as
And
wounds.
they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Okay. It also means backbiter. So a backbiter is a mischief maker. And a person that causes mischief
He backbites.
is a backbite. He backbites.
That's how you start missing.
So a backbiter means what? To speak negatively spiteful words about a person when they are not present. When you speak negative about a person. So now I don't want to hear nothing about what this brother did or what this person did, even if it's the truth. You hear what backbiting is? We come and say, well, I'm not lying. It's the truth. I saw him do this. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear backbiting words. I don't want to hear those words no more because God's going to look at me as a backbiter. So anything you got to say about this brother, anything you got to say about this sister, do not entertain it. Because God's going to look at you as the same. I said, God going to look at you as the same. So no more I have to train myself to stop calling Chief Malak and talking about this brother. Yo, Malak, I seen this one. Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me. Go to him.
That's right.
Don't tell me. Go to him. That's why the book says, see, the book backs up each other. He said, take your cause. I said, take the cause to thy neighbor. It may be not so. It's probably not the way you think it is. Huh? I said, it's probably not the way you think it is. Take it to him and talk it out. Go make sure if it's that way. Go make sure. Let's read.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work.
He also, what verse is that?
9.
He also that is slothful in his work is what?
His brother to him that is a great
You know what
waster.
slothful means? Lazy.
Lazy.
He's lazy.
Shiftless.
The
The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
The name of God is a strong
Lord,
tower.
Shalom.
Anybody that run towards
Just his
that,
name alone,
he said you're protected. Just his name alone.
man. Yeah.
He said the righteous run into it and
And
it's
it's
safe.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed safe. Guaranteed lodging.
Roll on.
Turn towards God. It's guaranteed lodging, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
A rich man's wealth is his strong city.
A rich man's worth is a strong city.
And there's an high wall in his own conceit.
And there's a high wall in
own
his
conceit.
own conceit. You know what his own conceit means? It says maskit. His own imaginations. In his mind.
My head.
In his mind. He's protected.
I'm good.
In your mind, you think you good. In your mind, you think you good.
Got money.
But you're not good. God made you think that, make you feel that way. You know why God make you think that way? Because he want to keep you limited. This is why if we are pursuing righteousness before God, we cannot continue to go before God like you good. That's why our forefathers never approached God like, nah, I'm good. No, you ain't good. You ain't never good. I ain't never good. I'm at fault with God forever in my life. As long as I live in my life, I'm at fault with God. Because only when you look at situations like that, you leave room to improve. Huh? You leave room to improve before God. Huh? In his mind, he's protected and he's good. Only because of what he had. Only because of his money. Time sheet.
Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty.
Before destruction, before God destroy you, you become proud. You become at the highest of your pride.
And before honor is humility.
Before you get honored, you have to learn to accept humility. But we do these things backwards. I want to be honored, but I can't humble myself. I can't show humility. Huh? Your chance will come. It's not your time to be honored and respected. Remain in a humble state before God. I said remain in a humble state with God first. This one's getting honored and you want the same honor as that person. You ain't the same like him. Y'all got two different standards. Let's read. Now hold up. Humility is having an accurate perception of oneself. An accurate perception. What is an accurate perception?
How I think about myself.
Huh?
How I think about myself.
There you go. An accurate perception is how you think about yourself. How do you think about yourself? A lot of us look at ourselves and said, I'm good. And you elevate yourself. But you don't say and do things to down yourself. You said, nah, by saying what? I need work.
That's accurate.
I need work.
That's right.
I need work. I'm going to be better with God. I'm going to be better with God so I can be better with others.
Right.
You can't be better with others if I don't be better with God first. I say humility is having an accurate perception of oneself. You know what else it says? Acknowledging one's limitations. You know what it means to acknowledge your limitations? There's a limit with myself. I done put boundaries and limits with myself that I will not pass ever in my life, that I will never pass, and things that I will never do. You can only set those limitations with yourself. We can only set those limitations within ourselves. Right. And those limitations only come when you made your mind up to serve God 100%. Acknowledging one's limitations. Guess what? And imperfections. You know what? And when you acknowledge your imperfections, you turn towards God.
That's right.
And you ask God, I don't know how to be a husband. I don't know how to be a brother. I don't know how to be a sister. I don't know how to be a wife. Help me, God, to reach that limit, to reach that point of a brother or a sister or a husband or a wife. That's when you acknowledge that you have flaws and I need work on myself. Recognizing the worth of others. Let's read.
Proverbs 18, verse 13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it.
He that answereth a matter before he hears it. I got a lot of answers, but I didn't hear the whole conclusion. I didn't hear the whole thing. Go ahead.
It is folly and shame
Folly
unto him.
and shame unto him. Which means the person that answers a matter before he hears it, folly is to that person. Shame is to that person. Huh? Go ahead.
The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
Woo. Your own spirit will maintain you. I said your own spirit will maintain you in righteousness according to how much good you have in you. You know what good is? I said, do we know what good is? Good is the determination to serve God. That's the only good I know.
That's right, brother.
And that's the only good that God said when you look at it and say, I saw good in Jeroboam's son. The only good that God saw in Jeroboam's son was the determination to serve me, was the determination to serve God. So therefore God killed them. So don't ask questions about why God killed children. God knows why. God killed children in their innocence so that they don't get defiled. God killed children in their innocence so that they don't get profaned because their own parents will defile them. I wish God killed me when I was a baby. I said, I wish God took me out when I was a baby to allow me to live in this profane, corrupt place. Huh? And the more you speak about it and feed your spirit it, is the more you're going to despise it. The more you're going to hate it. Because you got to make yourself hate the things that God hates. By feeding yourself it. Keep feeding yourself. Let's read it. Where we at? 14. 14. Go ahead.
The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
The spirit of a man sustains his infirmity. So you can sustain and maintain your righteousness. And you can maintain and hold your wickedness. All according to your spirit. That's right. What your spirit is inclined to, it holds whatever is in it. I say your spirit holds whatever is in you. See how deep that is? And when you allow your spirit to hold whatever you incorporate and hold within you, then there's no changes in you.
Right.
You stay that way and you get worse.
That's right, brother.
You're not telling yourself that you need to change and be better before God.
What's in you?
You're not telling yourself that you need to eradicate certain things about yourself to be better before God.
That's right, brother.
So your spirit maintains and holds it.
That's right.
Read that verse over.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
Will sustain his infirmity.
But a wounded spirit, who can bear?
Woo! A wounded spirit, who can bear? A wounded spirit come from the word nakeh ruach. It means a smitten spirit, of afflicted spirit. Huh? Who can bear? Who can hold? Who can withstand? Who can withstand that? Because a smitten and a wounded spirit changes. A smitten and afflicted spirit will not remain the same way they are today.
That's right.
This is why I ask myself, and this is why I'm going to ask the people again, what am I doing different after Yom Kippur? How am I moving different than Yom? Why am I not moving different after Yom Kippur? Why do I continue to eat the same way when I know there are certain things that I should not be eating? Why? Huh? Your spirit ain't wounded or afflicted. It don't last long. I'm wounded and afflicted just for 5 minutes. And then when the feelings go away, the wounded and affliction in your spirit goes away, and you're back to your normal self, which is idolatry. Go ahead.
Verse 15. The heart of the prudent getteth
The heart
knowledge.
of the prudent. I said the heart of the prudent. Anytime it speaks about the heart of the prudent, you know what it's speaking about? The mindset. The mindset. The prudent one is one that can govern himself. One that can discipline himself. See, that's what prudent means. A prudent man can govern himself. A prudent man disciplines himself. And he sees whatever he needs to change within himself before you tell him. Or before he's told. He detected it already with himself. God allowed him to detect it with himself because he has that determination to change before God. He has a determination to live according to what God said. So God reveal you who you are to yourself so that you could change it. See, when we don't hearken to discipline and chastisement, when we don't hearken to wisdom, when we can't discern between what is right and wrong according to the standards of God, when we don't do that and hearken to these things, God steps in and then chastise us.
That's right.
Hoping that we recognize our fault through the chastisement of God. Let's read.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge.
The ear of the wise inquires. The ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. What verse is that?
That was 15.
Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Inquires about knowledge. The only way to inquire about knowledge is to read the book. He said the ears of the wise will inquire knowledge. Knowledge is in this book, the Old Testament. Go ahead, read.
A man's gift maketh room for him.
A man's gift maketh room for him. Because I'm always giving, I done saved the spot for this brother. Now, this brother here got a spot.
Yeah, he always looking out.
Because he always looks out. He continues to look out.
Concerned.
And he's the only one that considers. He's the only one that had that mentality to say, well, I'm getting this for free. I'm not giving nothing towards it. But he acknowledged that every time I come to your house, I'm eating and I'm being taken care of. So your job, if you have the determination or good in you, I'm going to recognize it. And I'm going to say, listen, brother, man, I notice every time I come to your house, you feed me, you make me drinks, juices, you take care of me, you do this for me. He said, man, and I go in my pocket and I show my appreciation by giving him. We some wicked, evil suckers. How can you continue to eat at a man's house with no intentions of giving back?
Yeah.
But we got to talk what is godly, man. You think you know what righteousness is, man? Do y'all think we know what righteousness and godliness is? But we look at the teacher and shun the teacher. Well, guess what? What the teacher see, you ain't gonna never see. That's why God put him there. God put the teacher there.
That's right.
God made a teacher make this one the teacher. Or make the God, listen, man. Y'all better stay in your place, man. Mm-hmm. Stay in your place. Stay in your place. Stay in your place, man. Because what the teacher see, you ain't gonna never see.
That's right, brother.
You ain't gonna see what the teacher see. And God opened the teacher eyes before he opened your eyes.
That's right.
That's why we have guides, people.
That's right. That's correct.
God was the one that appoint your guide. You can't choose your guide.
That's right.
You think we could choose our guide?
No, it don't work like that.
It don't work like that, man.
That's right.
Never worked like that.
Let's read.
A man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men.
And bring it behind. Let's read.
He that is first in his own cause seemeth just.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. In the Hebrew, you know what it says in the Hebrew? The one who states his case first seems right. And that always happens.
Seems right.
Every time a person come to the judge and they report and make their report, the one that called the cops, they lean towards them.
That's right. Take their word for it.
They take their word for it.
That's right.
Why? Because I called the police. So I'm right. I'm always right. That's wrong. Read that verse over.
He that is first in his own cause seemeth just.
Seemeth just. But the person is a wretch. I say he's a wretch. He's lying. You just ran off to give this your tale and tell your story. Read.
But his neighbor cometh and searching him.
There.
Hold up,
He said his neighbor comes and investigates. He will examine the matter. Because I got to ask questions and figure out what happened. What was the purpose? Why it happened? How it started? What you said to urge him? Who was there? It's a lot of questions to ask. I can't just go off what you said, son.
Roll on.
I can't just go off what you telling me, son. I gotta find out and inquire. That's what God said. That's what God said. Let's read it.
Verse 18.
Verse 18.
The
Proverbs 18, verse 18. Tom sheet.
The lot causeth contentions.
The lot causeth contention to cease. You know what lot is? The lot is something used to make decisions. Because once the lot is cast, the decisions is made.
Yeah, it's final.
Final decisions. And the thing is about our forefathers, when the final decision was made, guess what?
What?
They accepted it. They didn't argue with the final destination. The final decision. The final ruling. Why we argue against the final ruling? You can't, listen, man, we can't serve God.
That's right.
We can't. And we are not able to serve God.
That's right, brother.
We ain't able. You know why I said we ain't able? Because we go against the decisions of the head.
All the time.
We go against the decision of the ruler. And the thing is, when a decision is made, we can't accept it. I still live. I'm not satisfied.
That's right.
I still walk around with a grudge against you.
I got my own decision.
I will still grudge you. Huh?
Yeah.
I will still grudge you.
Talk about it.
Disregarding the decision.
Talk about it, bro.
Tom sheet.
The lot causeth contentions to cease and parted between the mighty.
The what?
Proverbs.
Read that again.
The lot causeth contentions to cease and parted between the mighty.
The lot causeth contention to cease. You know what contention is? Contention is strife. Disagreement. Arguments.
Heated
Debates.
And parted between the mighty.
And parted between the mighty. Separation begins. Because of contention and argument. It separates the mighty. Separates chief friends.
That's right.
Go ahead.
A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city.
A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. You done offended your brother. You done offended your brother. And now I'm trying to make repairs concerning my offense. Concerning my offense. He said, a brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. And their contentions are like the bars of a cattle. You know what that is? Trying to reconcile with a family is difficult. I said trying to reconcile concerning family is difficult. It symbolizes how offenses can create a person to put up strong barriers.
That's correct.
Put up certain barriers of protection. Certain walls comes up.
So it don't happen again.
Why? Because I've been offended too much. You done offended me too much. So now I got the barrier up. And it's hard to bring it down. That's why when you go into, and I learned this in certain situations. When you go into certain situations, when you go into certain relationships, I have to learn to let go of what I went through.
That's right.
You know why? Because you tend to deal with the present the same way you deal with the past. That's true. You carry those faults and those blemishes into the present. And I had to learn that. You ain't gonna let it go right away.
No, but
you gotta be on point.
That's right.
You gotta be on point. Trying to reconcile with family is difficult. So now, because I've been jammed by this brother, now this brother got a feeling. Because I've been jammed by this sister, now this sister got a feeling. Symbolizing how offenses can create a person to put up strong barriers. To understand forgiveness and peace because the person hasn't changed.
That's what happened again.
Tom Shimini.
A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth.
A man's belly. I say a man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his own mouth. Huh? The fruit of your own mouth. You go work, you bring back some food, and once you cook, you're going to enjoy that. Because this is the fruits of your own labors. Go ahead.
And with the increase of his lips shall he be filled.
What verse you at?
I'm at verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall.
Wait a minute. He said death and life
Are in the power of the tongue.
Are in the power of the tongue. Which means you must watch what you say. Because you mess around and say the wrong thing. And most of the time, all of the time, words has an effect. Your words brings consequences. Your words has an effect. Right? Go ahead.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing.
Whoso findeth a wife, findeth a good thing. Okay? Go ahead.
And obtaineth favor of the Lord.
Okay. But what is a good wife? What is a good husband? What is a good woman?
What makes him good?
What makes the man good?
What makes the husband good?
What makes the woman good? Acknowledging the commandments and the statutes of God. By ordering your life according to the ways, the customs, the laws, the traditions, everything. Not just one thing makes a man good. I have to incorporate everything concerning a godly man to myself. I have to incorporate everything concerning a godly woman to myself. When I don't incorporate everything concerning a godly man to myself, then guess what? I ain't good. I ain't good.
That's what makes you good.
But you have a hard time telling yourself you ain't good. So you don't leave no room for correction or to be better before God because you are in denial. No room for improvement. Let's read it.
Verse 23.
Let's read
the
it.
poor use it in treaties.
The poor use it in treaties.
Don't talk about. That's
What was that, 23?
23, that's correct.
He said the poor use it The Hebrew word for use, it means to speak. Dabar. The poor speak. The poor declare entreaties. You know what entreaty is? Tat nunim. Tat nunim means the poor speak or declare supplications. They speak or plead humbly because they're humble. They speak humble at all times. At all times.
Calm nature.
A calm nature.
Poor people always have a calm nature.
Right.
They're not.
That's why.
That's right.
And that's how I look at and I analyze myself. You know why? Because you can't tell me if I'm analyzing or watching myself. You can't tell me that. You don't know what I'm doing. And I don't know what you're doing. I only do what I show you. But when I read the book, I see myself.
You see yourself. Right.
Do you see yourself?
Well, I don't.
Exactly.
Well, I don't.
So what I'm asking now.
I gotta be humble.
That's
I gotta
right.
see myself.
That's right. Moses. By the example. Not a bad example, but that's a termination. That's a term. Meaning a good example.
Yeah.
Excellent example, because the people gathered stones to kill him, and he remained humble and meek. 10 times they moved on Moses,
Just kill him.
and he remained humble.
Amen.
And with this type of humility and meekness, you will draw God's attention towards you. And this is why God chose him. He said, nah, this guy got a level of meekness and humility in him that I can use him to deal with this situation. He said, let me do something to spark his interest. Let me do something to spark his interest. Moses walking the flock. And he look and see, wow, I see a burning bush. I see a bush burning, but it ain't being consumed. So let me see this great sight. Why this bush burning and it ain't being consumed. So when he walked towards it, God spoke to him, which means he showed his interest. God do things to show your interest. Can you show your interest in God so God can deal with you? God is only going to deal with you according to the amount of interest that you have in God. So increase your interest in God, people. I say increase your interest in God. Everybody don't have the same interest. I said everybody don't have the same interest. Your interest could be more than that one. This one's interest could be more than this one. This one had less interest than this one. All according to how you live. I said all according to how you live tells me how much interest you have in God. Let's read.
But the rich answer it roughly.
Wait, let's go back to 23. He said the poor
use it in treaties.
Use it in treaties.
But the rich answer it roughly.
But the rich answer it roughly. The rich. It don't take a rich man.
I don't think he got something.
He don't got nothing. Sometimes you don't answer roughly. You answer quiet and ease.
That's right. That's right.
And when you answer quiet and ease, you still get angry and get tired. When I answered quiet and ease.
You get more time. That's true. I see that.
He said the rich, read that again.
The poor use it in treaties.
The poor use it in treaties.
But the
the
rich,
poor speak it with supplications, with mercy. The poor speak or pleads humbly. Read.
But the rich answer it roughly. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly.
A man that have friends, you gotta show yourself friendly first.
That's right.
You gotta show yourself friendly first. Huh? You gotta open your hands.
Yeah, take initiative.
I heard my father tell his friend that. He said, I don't know you. He said, I don't know you. I don't know who you are, what you about. But in order for me to show myself friendly, I have to let my guard down and accept.
I let my guard down. Friends let their guard down with each other. That's correct. I should be able to let my guard down. That's right.
Not knowing, sometimes you make the right decision,
Sometimes
and sometimes you don't.
But
So that's what a friend
still,
does.
That's what a friend does.
That's what a friend does.
It's not like
He accepts without the other person showing that he or she is this way. And they get burnt later or they're happy later.
either way.
Either way. It could go either way.
That's right. That's correct.
It could go either way.
Roll on.
Father taught me that.
That's right.
I said my father taught me that.
That's right.
I wish he was around to teach me some more.
Me too, brother. Yeah, man.
I said I wish he was around so I could learn more from him. I said I wish he was around so I could learn more from him.
Never stop.
Because your learning never stops. Learning never stops. And if you think, see, not all elders are elders. You got to realize that.
Make that clear.
Not everybody that's 60 and 70 years old are elders.
That's correct.
Because elders does not, you don't describe as an elder according to your age. You are called an elder according to your character, how you live, how you think. God told Moses, he said, pick you out 70 elders. Pick you out elders, whom thou knowest to be elders, which means it was a certain behavior pattern, certain quality, certain order that these elders hold or carry themselves by.
That's right.
Everybody, there are certain criterias, guidelines that you can tell whether the person is an elder or not. Not because you're 80 years old means you're an elder.
Right.
Not because you're 70 means you're an elder. Because Daniel was a young man. Daniel was a young man and he had to put 2 judges in place. They were elders. And sometimes we may come across an elder that thinks and move according to their own wanting ways. You cannot take every elder's word. An elder told me this. Who cares? I don't care if he's 70 years old with gray hairs coming out of his nose. Nose hair, gray. Eyebrows start turning gray. Everything on your body start turning gray. Don't matter.
What?
There's a criteria that comes with elders, man. There's a criteria that comes with being an elder.
That's right.
People call it an elder. Oh, he's an elder. And then people give him the respect as an elder. But check his background out.
That's right.
Check him out how he live. What
Right.
elder? I said, what elder? Elder K. How about you say that? Elder K? Elder what?
That's right.
Elder K? What elder? Let's read.
That's right, brother.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
There are friends that deal with you better than your own brother. Ain't that something? I didn't think that it exists until I read that. Because I don't expect certain behavior from a brother. I don't expect certain behavior from a sister. And then when you turn around and look, the friend treats you better than your own brother.
Right.
Top sheet.
Proverbs chapter 19. Better.
Oh, hold that. Stop that. Stop it. Go to Job chapter 1. Job chapter 1. He said, my son, keep my words. Job chapter 1. I'm going to read something real fast. He said, my son, keep my words. Sound like a father instructing his child. He said, my son, keep my words. Sound like a mother instructing her son. And these are things that we have to remember while we live on in our lives. Remember the commandment of your father and your mother. I said, remember the commandment of your father and your mother. Now, if your parents was not raised showing you who God was, I have to pick and choose what I accept. I have to pick and choose what I accept from what I shouldn't accept. Because the rules, the things that my father and my mother, who was born from was brought up a different way, or nativity, or different from what God says, may instruct me opposite or contrary to what God says. And I can't accept it. Mama, I can't accept that. Because God said, and you say it respectfully. In the book, it states, blah, 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 blah. And I can't live that way, Mama. Father, in the book says, blah, 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 blah. And I can't live that way, Father. That's what God says. And you leave it alone.
No. Don't get upset.
He said, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. You know what? Lay up your commandments with you. Do not forget the guidelines that your parents, that your father, that your mother done reiterated to you. It's my job to remember the commandment of my father and my mother all the rest of the days of my life. That's my job. That's my duty. That's my obligations. He said, keep my commandments and live. Because when we don't hearken to the commandments of our parents, you die. These are the things that brings death. Because we was commanded, but we go against the commandment of our parents. Because I look at my mother and my father and said, Dad, I'm a grown man. I look at my mom and I tell my mom, I'm a grown man. But you ain't never grown.
Never.
You ain't never grown when dealing with your parents.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
He said, bind them upon thy fingers and write them upon the tables of thine heart. Don't forget it. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call unto understanding thy kinswoman, your acquaintance, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, and from the stranger which flattereth with her words. What is the strange woman? Yeah. The strange woman is the woman in the Hebrew. It don't say strange. It says nakriya. You know what nakriya means? Foreign woman. Woman that do not serve God. Woman that have not made their mind up to serve God. Those are called foreign and alien women.
That's right.
Because they are alienated and foreign to God, they have to be alienated and foreign to you.
That's right.
He said, for at the door, for at the window of my house, I look through my casement. Through my casement. Casement is that window. I'm looking. This guy loves wisdom. He loves that Proverbs. He loves the Proverbs. He said, and beheld among the simple ones. And beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among the youths. You know what that means? to discern among the youths. To discern with the youths means to reason with the youths that lacks understanding. So when the ones that lack the understanding of what God said or what we read here in the book, it's your job to show them the way that or how it's supposed to be done. Okay? He said, a young man void of understanding. A young man, the Hebrew word for void of understanding is kasad leb. Kasad means lack a heart. You lack a heart. And the only reason why certain things happen and why things are done concerning a person is because you are lacking a heart. You lack a heart. Okay? Passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. Behold, there met him a woman with an attire. The Hebrew word for attire is a garment or veil. Garment or veil of what? Of an harlot. The attire of a harlot. So there are certain attires that is not accepted in Israel. Which means we must change the way we dress.
That's right.
We must not continue to look the same way we look.
That's right.
And when you continue to look the same way, like how you look, like these heathens, then you don't have modesty. You ain't modesty. You don't have no modesty in you. Because you look just like them. According to your dress tells me if you have modesty. And not only according to your dress, according to how you think, tell me if you have modesty.
That's right.
According to your behavior, tells me if you have modesty. According to your speech, tells me if you have modesty.
That's right, brother.
Not only if you dress right. Modesty is a character or a way of thinking. He said, behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. You know what subtle of heart means? Netzudat lev. Netzudat lev means what? A Christianized mentality. A Christianized mindset. This is why you must change the way you think. Okay? She is loud and stubborn. The Hebrew word for loud is homiyah. Homiyah means bustling, noisable activity, noisy, loud and confused, and stubborn. Stubborn means unyielding. Rebellious means in opposition to one in authority. So that's what makes you stubborn. When you oppose the authority. When you go against the one that's in charge. You are stubborn and you're rebellious. Read.
Job chapter 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose
It
name...
says her feet, roll that. Her feet abide not in her house. Always in the streets. Never home. Always want to be in the streets. Call the house, she ain't home. She got children, she leaves the children home by themselves to run in the streets.
Yeah.
That's today. And they look and say, the child is old enough to fend for themselves. Leave the child to themselves. I'll be home later, kids. To roam the streets. Do you know it calls for a certain type of behavior when you begin to start having kids? So when you had children, you can't go out like you used to go out. You can't do the same things that you like to do.
Right.
I can't continue to move that way. Why? Because you got a responsibility now. 24-hour responsibility. Job chapter 1.
There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And the man was perfect and upright.
And the man was what?
Perfect and upright.
Wait a minute. Who was perfect and upright?
There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright.
That man was perfect and upright. Perfect meaning whole. I said perfect means whole. Perfect also means perfect. It means complete.
Yeah.
To be whole and perfect with God, it means what? To include. This is how you know when you're whole and perfect with God. You will begin to include ways of thinking.
The way to think.
There's a way to think. You will begin to include ways of feelings. Which means not everything, I will control my emotions and my feelings. You will begin to include ways of actions. And that's what makes you whole with God. To be complete, meaning what? To all barriers. I said all barriers are covered. Which means I done covered every basis concerning myself. Ways, thinking, and actions. These are three things that we have to cover.
Got you.
I said to be whole and complete with God. These are three things that we need to cover to be complete with God. I said all barriers are covered. No opening for anything against God to enter. No breach. Okay? That's the formula.
That's the formula right there.
I said the formula is here.
That's it.
The formula is here. Perfect means what? What does it mean to be perfect? Free from fault.
Okay.
Defect. Satisfying all requirements. Everything that God requires from you must be done.
Like the requirements.
You got to meet the requirements. There are requirements that God expects from each and every one of us that we need to follow. Okay? The human race.
What about
the human race is flawed.
Imperfect.
The human race is imperfect.
That's correct.
The human race is blemished. Yeah, I'm blemished. Yeah, I'm flawed. And I need this constant work with yourself. When we commit iniquity, when we sin against God, it weakens your spirit.
That's right.
I said, when we sin against God, it weakens your spirit. Automatic. Which blocks you from God. Which causes God to block you. Because when your spirit is weakened, you tend to go against. When your spirit is weakened, you will be contrary. You will be forward. You will be opposite to God. And because we are flawed, it brings about a weak character. It brings about a weak personality. A weak personality, weak thinking. How you think becomes weak. And when you're thinking, your personality is weakened, you give in. I say you're more susceptible to give in to ideas and thoughts that is against and forward, and that is against what God says. So when we sin against God, we weaken our courage and our strength that God equipped us with to fight against evil.
That's right, brother.
And it depletes your courage and willpower to serve God.
All right.
That's when people have difficulties understanding. Try to explain certain things to a person concerning God, and they only see it one way. Their values, beliefs, and desires, which leads to confusion about their purpose in life. Time sheet. No, hold on. Read that verse over. Verse 1.
Job, chapter 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job.
There was a man in the land of Uz. Job wasn't an Israelite. Job wasn't a Hebrew. Job was a Babylonian. But he was accepted by God. So it doesn't mean where you're from.
That's right.
It all depends on what you do and how you live your life that is towards towards what God says.
That's right.
People like to look at our nativity. People like to look at our color,
Where you from?
our complexion. Where we from? Talking about this is a black nation. This ain't no black nation, man.
Right.
Not all black people was Hebrews.
Right. Right.
Not all black people was Israelites.
Right.
Dude could be black as tar.
Millions of black nations.
The first world was black. God don't
Everybody.
deal with color.
The Hamites were black.
The Hamites was
The
black.
Canaanites were black.
Canaanite, Ammonite.
God don't deal with color.
That's right.
You know who God deals with?
Your ways.
Your ways,
Yeah.
your actions,
Yeah.
how you think. God
Yeah.
deals with the ones that has the determination to serve God.
Right.
God deals with the ones that has the desire to serve God.
True desire.
Okay? Go ahead.
And that man was
That's
perfect
right.
Job was perfect.
and upright.
And he was upright.
And
What does upright mean? Upright means just. Huh?
He was spared.
It means, and to be just means to adapt oneself. Huh? Do you know we have to learn to adapt to certain things?
That's right,
I'm
brother.
used to this.
Huh? Because when you begin to adapt yourself, it means what? To adjust and conform to changes. You have to adjust yourself.
You have to
You have to conform. You have to agree with the changes that is coming with your present life now.
Make myself comfortable.
So be comfortable with what God said. Be comfortable with the changes. That's only going to make you better.
That's right, brother.
That's what makes us better before God.
That's right.
Roll on.
The changes that we make in our life that is towards God. That's what makes you better.
That's right.
That's how you improve. When you incorporate changes with yourself and you become better before God.
That's right.
Even though, yeah, I'm incorporating these ways and these customs and these things to myself, but I still maintain humility while doing so.
Oh, okay.
I said you still maintain humility while changing.
That's right.
Go ahead. Now hold up. To adapt oneself to that which is lawful. And to adapt means to adjust and conform to change. Huh? Showing regard. You know what showing regard means? It means to show interest to that which is lawful. Which means when you learn how I should be, I'm gonna change towards that.
Right.
And I had the mindset to change towards these things. An upright person is conscientious. Conscientious means to have a conscience, to be conscious. The feeling of obligations to make right that which was done wrong. You will begin to make amends with God and man. Tom sheet.
And one that feared God
And
eschewed evil.
eschewed evil. It means to depart from evil. To avoid it by doing what is lawfully right by God.
That's right.
You know what is right. You know what God accepts. You know what needs to be done. You need to stick to that. Stick to those
You'll be
things.
good.
Tom C.
And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters.
There were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters.
His substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 she-asses, and a very great household. So that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east. And his sons went and feasted in their houses. Every one of them.
He said this man was what?
The greatest of all the men of the east.
The greatest of all the men in the what?
Of the east.
In the east. Go ahead. What verse you at?
4.
Go ahead.
And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them.
Now, according to history and studies, it was their birthday. Each and every one days of one birth. Each his day.
That's right.
Birthday is it says the number one day of the number one holiday of witchcraft or people that does witchcraft or warlocks is the day of one's birth. Why? Because it's self-worth. It's self-worship. You exalt yourself and you're being exalted. The cakes that's made in the moon shape, round and move, is dedicated to the moon. Birthdays, it signifies and it links. It's a link towards birthdays and astrology. Okay, astrology is what? It's concerning what? The sun. Sun worship, moon worship, the hosts of heaven, the constellations. Tom She.
And his sons, and it was so when the days of their feasting were gone about that Job sent and sanctified them.
Wait a minute. He said when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them.
You knew that messed up.
Who?
You knew it.
He sanctified them, which means there is something that you can do to sanctify yourself or your children. But it wasn't written and showed how.
Yeah, this was an immediate thing.
There was something immediately. Anything this man did, when he did that, it sanctified them immediately. And not everything was put in this book because people would be doing it. Go ahead.
And rose up early in the morning. And offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all.
Offered burnt offerings of what?
According to the number of them all.
According to the number of them all.
But Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts.
You see that, man? You see the mentality of Job? We don't have this mentality. This is a mentality that we need to incorporate with ourselves concerning our children and yourself. Which means when you have this type of mentality, you will watch yourself, because my actions and the way I think and the things that I say, I may offend God. I said I may have cursed God in one of these actions. I may have cursed God by saying certain things. Go ahead.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. The sons of God. It says B'nai Ha Elohim. Elohim means judges, rulers, officers. But when it says B'nai Ha Elohim, that was specific. Sons of God, sons of the Most High, those was angels. Angels. They presented themselves before God.
And Satan came also among them.
So, what you mean this God Satan don't exist? What do you mean this God named Shatan don't exist? The definition of Shatan, you know what it means? The adversary. The definition of Shatan, you know what it means? The accuser. This man, this Shatan, accuses you without you even doing it. Without me even doing it, he accused you already.
Yeah.
Did it. And that's why he put whatever he wants, however he wants you to move, he put it in your mind. And he put it in your head. And sit back and wait for you to react. Sit back and wait for you to react according to the thought that he put in your mind, which is going to lead you astray from God. Which is going to lead you contrary and opposite to the God, to the Creator. This is why when you read the book said, listen, he said, we must improve before God. We got to improve before God, because if we don't improve, then guess what lies at the door? Sin lies at the door.
He ain't leaving.
He said, and to thee shall it be your desire.
Not going nowhere.
You know what that is? For iniquity to desire you.
You found a home.
Iniquity, when iniquity desire you, you do things contrary from what God said
All the time.
all the time. Because sin is desiring you. And I'm walking and living my life in sin. See, God tries you according to your weakness. The things that you had trouble following, that's what God gonna try you on.
That's right.
I say that's what God gonna try you on, to see if you do better. He said, let me see if my servant learned the last time. Let's do this again. Now I'm gonna bring up a different, I'm gonna present it to you in a different situation.
Different path.
Come on.
Different situation. God wants to see if we improve. God wants to see if we learned our lesson from before. So he put the situation before you to see how you're going to handle it. Did you learn? God knows when to try you. He ain't going to do it right away. He'll give it some time. Let time lapse. Wait till you're in your most comfortable state. He said, now I'm going to put it before you. So let me see if he learned from the situation before. Gonna catch you slipping. God wants us to learn from our mishaps and our mistakes.
Right.
And when we learn from our mistakes and our mishaps, you know what it does to your spirit? It strengthens you. It makes you more firm. It makes you more fortified with God when you pass those trials and tribulations that God put before you. Let's read it.
And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord.
God asked Satan, who is the adversary, the accuser, huh? The one to, the adversary means to contend with, huh? He contends with God, huh? You know what contend means? Contend means to argue. So when my father used to talk to me and say certain things to me, and I say something opposite to what my father said, my Abba look at me and he tells me, he said, why, son, are you contending with me? Why art thou become my adversary? Immediately, I checked myself. I said, damn.
That's right, brother.
He told you the hard truth. Make you look at yourself.
Yeah.
After you done seen yourself and you put who you are and put it before your face, you know what's next? You ain't saying nothing now. Because I don't want to contend with you, Abba. And I don't want to go against you, Abba. And I don't want you to look at me as your adversary, Abba, my father. So therefore, we all have someone that we need to back down.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Back down. What do you
Gotta back down. I can't keep pushing my chest out to my father and my mother. You gotta back down.
That's right, brother.
Gotta back down. To contend with. Know what else it means? Opposes or resists. Opposes means to be opposite. To resist means to withstand the forces. Time sheet.
And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou?
Look what God told the adversary. He said, hey, he said, where you coming from, my boy? He said, where you coming from, my boy? Read.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and
So
from
where you coming
walking
from?
up and down
He
in it.
said, from going to and fro, from going up and down. Huh? Do we know that there's an end? There is an end or an outskirt to the earth.
That's right.
Read
That's
Psalms
right.
19.
That's right.
And at the end or the outskirts of the earth, that's where the tabernacle of the sun is at. God said the tabernacle of the sun is at the ends of the earth. The ends of the earth. Psalms 19 said the earth is resting upon two pillars. And when they show the geographical, it don't show the pillars.
You don't see it.
You can't even see the pillars.
You just see
it dispensed in heaven. You just see
You
it.
just see it there.
But God got two pillars holding the earth up. And the only thing that rotates is the sun and the moon. The earth remains still. The earth is remaining still on those pillars, man. I ain't worried about if it's flat or round.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
That's right, brother.
Tom sheet.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Wait a minute. You hear this, man? God went to the adversary. Stop telling people there's no such thing as the adversary.
Yeah.
Stop telling people there's no such thing as no Satan. There is.
That's right, brother.
There is an entity. And his job is to turn you away from serving God.
That's right, brother.
That's it.
When
That's
we
the
do
only time
anything negative or contrary from our forefathers, he got you.
God got you.
I say he got you.
On to the next.
You have made yourself gotten.
An agent.
You have made yourself an agent. And when you make yourself an agent, guess what? All you got to do is keep listening. He going to keep coming back because I done found a home.
That's right.
I said the adversary found a home.
That's right. That's right.
Let's read it.
Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Hast thou considered my servant Job?
That there is none.
Wait a minute. You know what it means? He said, hast thou considered my servant Job? The Hebrew word for consider is samta. Okay? Now we're going to get into this word. The word samta, seen, mem, tav. It means to appraise. Right? The same thing when you appraise a house. When you go through the appraisal of a house, it's being inspected to know the value of the house. Okay? That's what God meant. He said, did you appraise? Did you evaluate the worth of my servant Job? Huh? Do you see his worth? We can make ourselves worthy and unworthy before God according to our actions and ways and the way we think. Okay? So Job was valuable and worthy before God. And our job today is to be valuable and worthy before God by adhering to his laws, commandments, and statutes. By adhering to his ways and his customs and traditions. If you don't read about it in the book, why you follow it? Why we do it? Why we do it? We put things there that ain't there. We put things there that's not there. Huh? Eminent. Eminent means he stands out. And you can stand out before God too. Just start doing things that the rest don't do. That's how he made himself stand out before God. Just start doing things that the rest don't do. Man and woman, we can all stand out before God. Because how you think and how she think, I don't think. I don't move like that. I don't move like that. And we only gonna move and think according to how we was trained. I'm gonna use my mother for an example. You think my mother thought process was the same when she first came in? No, she didn't think like that when she first came in.
That's right.
You know who trained her and guided her? My father. And the only way she was able to accept this and submit to that, she had to be submissive to the guidance, to the thought process that my father was showing her that was a godly way. godly ways and a godly perception. So yeah, we all need to be trained.
That's right, brother.
Men and women need to be trained.
That's right, brother.
I need to be trained too.
That's right.
But the only one that trained me is God.
That's right.
That's who trained me.
They gone.
Ain't
They gone.
nobody else can train me.
Mm.
My father not here. Who the hell you think gonna train me? You can't train me. God trained me.
That's right.
Which means when God train you, God show you your faults.
That's right.
Sometimes he show you your faults. Sometimes he use people to show you your faults. Sometimes. Sometimes he can use your wife to show you your fault. But there's a way that your wife can show you your fault. She has to do it in humility.
That's right.
Like the way Moses' wife did. Moses' wife moved in a way that Moses had to accept it. Because after she circumcised her son, it said, before she said what she said, is in the Hebrew, it says she cast it at his feet. In the Hebrew, it don't say that. It means that she reached for his feet, which means she prostrated herself and humbled herself and said what she had to say. It means value, samta, consider, value, degrees of excellence. You know what degrees of excellence is? Stages. Stages. There are levels. Say it again. There's levels to righteousness. And there's levels in wickedness. Huh? You cannot get to stage 2 if I don't perfect stage 1. You cannot get to stage 3 if you don't perfect stage 2. You cannot get to stage 4 if you don't perfect stage 3. But we want to jump stages. We want to cheat the game. We want the cheat sheet. You want to skip stage 2 and stage 3 because I have a hard time completing it. I done ran into an obstacle that I can't complete. I can't defeat this. And I'm trying to defeat it by cheating. No, you can't cheat God. You can't cheat God. I said you can't cheat God because you end up cheating yourself. Which means before you get to stage 3, you must complete stage 2. And you will not excel. You will not excel with God if stage 2 don't get completed, which means you have to rule yourself.
That's right, brother.
Let's read.
Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth?
There ain't none like him in the earth.
A perfect and an upright man.
A perfect and an upright man. You know what that is? For God to be bragging on Job.
Bragging on Job.
You know what that is, man?
You can't get him.
And these things help, man. I said, these things help. I don't know if you feel a difference, but it helps. Everything that God told us to wear, it helps with your spirit.
That's right.
Lord have mercy, man. Right. And you will only begin to recognize it when you begin to do it. And start putting these things on that God done command us to do it and live to wear. You start feeling it in your spirit, man. It corrals your spirit, man. Right. It corrals. You're supposed to feel different. Some type of difference and changes when you start to dress and look the part. Huh? According to what God said. Go ahead.
One that feareth God.
One that fears God.
And is true and evil.
One that fears God. Huh? You will not turn away or depart from that which is evil if you don't fear. You have to be afraid first. Then departing from evil will come after. But you got to be afraid first. You got to be afraid to offend God.
That's right, man.
And guess what? Being that we wasn't born with the fear of God, God will put you through certain situations and he delivers you so that to increase so you can develop this fear. Today, we have to develop the fear of God.
That's right.
Today, we have to develop the love for God.
That's right.
You don't love and fear God naturally.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right, bro.
This comes in time.
That's right, bro.
This don't come in 1 year. This don't come in 2 years.
That's right, bro.
I said, this don't come in 3 years. You can't love God in 1 year. I'm telling you that from a fact. That takes time. That takes time. You don't love God in a year. You don't fear God in a year. You don't love God in 2 years. I said it takes time and work. Time, work, and dedication, not on you, on yourself. By not shifting back and forth. By not shifting and fluctuating with God. But you know the sad thing? You got people, they got 6 months. 6 months! And want to tell somebody that been doing this all their life and been serious while doing it. Because there's a difference. You got people that been living this life, been doing it all their life, but they're not serious. They've been playing games. I'm talking about the person that been doing this and they were serious while doing it.
That's right.
Serious.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Why? Because we came from a serious stock.
That's right. No Shimon.
We came from a serious stock.
That's right. No Shimon.
And my father ain't play, man.
No Shimon. That's right.
I learned the epitome of strength
That's right.
by watching my father.
That's right. That's right. That's right,
I
brother.
said I learned what strength is by watching my father.
That's right, brother.
And everything that he showed me, it's like I replay it over my head in tapes. I still have his tapes, teachings. And every now and then I go back to my father's teaching and it's hard. I said his teachings was hard. Hard. His teachings was so hard that people couldn't take it because he spoke the truth. People caught attitudes and they got angry. But they didn't step to him because he didn't play. My father wasn't no joke concerning God, and he wasn't no joke in the streets.
That's right. That's right. Right.
And I learned from him, man. I learned from him. And he taught us. He taught us the way and showed us the way of how to attain the attention of God.
That's right. No Shimon.
And you can't attain the attention of God thinking like a heathen.
That's right.
You can't attain and gain the attention of God looking like a heathen.
That's right.
Okay? Because a person is only, you can only tell a person according to how he dress.
That's right.
That's why when they saw Moses, they said an Egyptian. Huh? Let's read.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught?
He said, you think Job fear God for nothing? Huh? And guess what? The adversary has that same mindset today because he looks at you and said, do you think governor is serving you God for nothing? He said, watch what I do to him. I'm going to put certain obstacles in front of him and I'm going to make him go straight. He said, look at this chief here. He said, you think this chief here is serving you for nothing? I'm going to put certain obstacles before him and I bet you he go astray. Huh? So anytime certain things comes to our mind to react or to move, slow down.
Don't do it.
Slow down.
Accept correction.
Slow down. You know why? Because this is him. My father's favorite word. He said, we used to stop. He said, wait a minute. And you think he's going to say something? He's like, and I'm sitting here waiting. I said, what is he going to say? I said, all right. He said, that's him. I said, Abba. He said, that's him. He said, he's here.
He's here.
I said, Abba. I said, Abba. I said, who?
Yeah.
He said, who? He said, it's him.
He's right.
He said, he's here.
Yeah.
He said, you see what's happening?
That's right.
Whatever's happening, want to get me out of my place with God. He said he peeped it. You know why he peeped it? Because he made a determination not to move or act a certain way, and he used certain what he used to call them? No, what he used to call them? Workers. Agents. Do you know that you can be an agent of the adversary according to what you do in life?
That's right.
How God used you against the ones that serve God, against the ones that has that determination, that has determined to serve God, and he used you. This is why I have to watch myself. This is why we have to watch ourselves. Because you don't want to be an agent of the adversary to where you are used for an evil purpose, an evil outcome. It had me, baby. I had me ready to think and back up. Lord have mercy.
That's right, bro.
Gosh, I gotta do more work with myself.
That's right.
I shouldn't have been used for this. I shouldn't have been used for this. And even though I pinpointed it and we said it, it still went through.
Yeah, brother.
So you gotta watch yourself. You don't want to be a tool for wickedness and evil. So when you're a tool and you're an agent and you're being used, look in the mirror, John.
Right. That's right.
Look in the mirror,
That's right, brother.
John,
That's right, brother.
and say, I gotta do better.
That's right.
At one point in time in my life, I was used to do something that I should not have been, that I shouldn't have done.
That's right.
And because I was used to do this particular thing, look at the outcome of what happened.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Look at the outcome. Gotta be more on point. We gotta be more on point. We have to be more on point. Because the adversary job is to turn you away from God. Turn you away from God. And according to the things that I have done in my life, is what caused that breach and that opening.
That's right.
For the adversary to enter. He said, yeah. The adversary wait until you break God's law. Because that's the only thing that causes an opening. So once he's waiting now, I can't penetrate him yet. Because you're doing everything right. And you're on point. Your thinking pattern is right. Your ways is right. You're doing everything right with God. He said, but there's going to come a time when you violate the commandments or you violate his ways, or some type of thinking or thought comes here that should not have been here, what happens? That's when he penetrates. That's when he comes. Because now I can attack because there's an opening. I can attack now because there's an opening. Better be more on point with ourselves. We got to be more on point with ourselves. And guess who that's for? Me. I got to be more on point with myself. I can't make you be on point. You don't want to be on point? Don't be on point. But I'm going to be on point. I'm going to be on point. Let's read.
Has not thou made a hedge about him?
Ooh, wait a minute. What you say?
Has not thou made a hedge
Has
about
thou
him?
not made an hedge? Huh? He said, I done made a boundary. I done made a protection around Job. And sometimes God protects you. I said, God is the one that protects you.
That's right.
But who done lift the gates and open the protection up? You did, by going against the order. By going against the curriculum according to your doings. I done did something somewhere down the line that caused the opening in my hedge, in my boundary that God put there.
That's right.
We all, Bobby, don't look at me like that, brother. We all got boundaries.
That's right. That's right.
We all got a hedge. You got a protection.
Activate.
You got a protection.
That's right.
The woman got a protection.
That's right.
But the protection gets lifted when we sin against God.
Right.
Plain and simple.
That's right.
You protect yourself. The barriers remain closed when I'm right with God, to where nothing can penetrate. That's why Job went to God. He said, man, I can't touch him.
That's right.
No, not Job, sorry. The adversary went to God and said, I can't touch him. He said, because you got an edge about him. He's protected. He said, but I could get him to curse you.
That's right.
If you remove the protection, I bet you I'll get him to curse you. And that's the deal.
Today.
What?
Today.
That's what happens today.
SHABBAT.
God has gotten in our heads and he's making us go against God.
That's right.
But guess what? He ain't making you. You think he's making you? He put the choices in your mind. It's your choice to accept it.
That's right.
Your choice to succumb to that. Huh? You ain't got to accept it.
That's right.
The adversary don't make you do nothing. The adversary did it. The adversary ain't do nothing.
Just put it before
Like
you.
my brother Chief Abraham said, God did it.
That's right.
They ain't never blame the adversary.
That's right.
Everything that happened in your life, God did it.
That's right.
God allowed the adversary to get to you.
That's right.
Because the protection has been lifted because of the works in your own hands.
That's right.
Because of your thought process and things that conjured up in your mind
That's
that is
right.
contrary from what God said.
That's right.
You think it's a game, huh?
That's right.
You think it's a game? Let's read it.
Has not thou a hedge about him and about his house and about all?
Has thou what?
Hast thou not made a hedge about him?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo. This taught me about myself.
Uh-oh.
And it burnt me. He said, the adversary went to God. That's why I put the robe on like this. This is my father. This is my father robe.
That's
That's
right.
where he put it on. He put on this long robe and he put the open thing on. This is style right. He loved this type. I said, you know what? I got the spirit of my father on me. I said, let me put it on to dress like my pops. Let me put it on to dress like my father. Long live Chief Eleazar. Talking about. Talking about.
Right.
He lived here. That's where he at. That's where he's at.
Right.
Read that over. Read
Hast
that
not
over.
thou made a hedge about him?
The adversary said, God. He said, you done made an edge about him. I can't touch him. So when you get touched by the adversary, God allowed it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And about his house.
Now,
And
because Job was right with God, everything that belonged to Job was protected. Everything that belonged to Job was protected. Everything that belonged to Job was protected concerning because of his righteousness. You know the level of righteousness that Job was at? There's a certain level of righteousness that you need to reach where God protects your household. Yo, man, and I seen that with my eyes. I seen it with my eyes concerning my father. Pushing for God. And because of how my father pushed for God, I got shown mercy.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
I got shown mercy
That's right.
because I wasn't worthy of it.
Right.
I wasn't worthy of it.
Right. Amen, brother.
I wasn't worthy of it. So we're serving and we're dealing with the same God. God don't change, man.
Yeah.
But there's a certain level of righteousness that we need to get to so that he can protect your household. So they can protect what comes from you.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And about all that he hath on every side. Thou hast blessed the work of his hands.
Wait a minute. He said, well, he said, what? You what?
Thou
He said,
hast
thou
blessed
has blessed
the work of his hands.
the work of his hand.
Everything he do.
Everything that Job put his hand to was blessed by God.
Work.
Everything that Job put his hand to was accepted and it's going to work. And it worked. Wait.
And his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now.
Put forth thy hand now.
And touch all that he had.
If you touch all that he had,
And he will curse thee to thy face.
I bet you he curse you if you touch everything that he got. This is what the adversary is telling God.
This is what's on his mind.
This is what the adversary is telling God. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth
And
thy
the Lord
hand.
said unto Satan, Behold, all that he had is in thy power. So the deal is out. The adversary made a deal with God. He said, if you touch everything, if I'm able to touch everything that he got, he will curse you. He said, go ahead. He said, everything that he had is in your power. Read.
Only upon himself.
He said, but him personally, you can't touch him.
Can't touch him. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
He said, him personally, you can't touch him.
Leave him alone.
So you mean to tell me the adversary don't make you sick? Only under the order of God.
Yeah.
What God allows.
What God allows. The evil that happens to us only happens to us according to what God allows. God has allowed it because I have came up short with my God. So therefore, God allows certain things to transpire or happen in your life. Because he don't remove the edge. He don't remove the boundaries. He don't remove the barriers. Tom, see?
And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them.
The oxen was plowing. The oxen was plowing.
And the asses
feeding beside them. And I gotta look that up. Go ahead, read.
And the Sabaeans fell upon them.
The Sabians.
And took them away.
The Sabians fell upon them. And what happened?
And took them away.
They took them away. They took the oxen. They took the asses. They took everything. Go ahead, read.
Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell them.
They slain the servants with the edge of the sword, but he left one to escape. They left one to escape. Go ahead.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them.
Read that over.
The fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep and the servants.
The fire from God fell from heaven. And it burnt who?
The sheep.
It burnt the sheep.
And the servants.
And the servants.
And consumed them.
Consumed them.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands.
Now, we look at these situations and we determine these situations and we call the person evil. If we wasn't reading this book,
why this happened.
If we wasn't reading this book, we would look at a person and say what the person is going through, and we'll say he's evil. All that happened to him. Look at it. Look, he gotta be evil. You don't know why God is putting them through that.
That's right.
Just like today.
That's right.
You don't know why God is putting you through whatever you're putting through. It's not for me to look at what you're going through and call you evil.
That's right.
It's for me to look at what you're going through and have empathy.
That's right.
Empathy and feel sorry for you and try to support you or ease your bitterness or ease what you're going through. That's righteousness.
Yeah.
I said, that's righteousness, not to turn around and look at the person and say he's evil or she's evil. That's the first thing people say. Tom Sheep.
The Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away. Yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Job chapter 1 verse 18.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house.
A tempestuous wind from God. A stormy wind. This type of wind pick houses up. Destroy houses. Pick cars up. Break them. I was going, listen, you know, the wind of God is ain't a joke, man. I got up, what's today? Monday morning to go to work.
You heard it.
Heard it.
I heard it all night.
Good, I left out. I'm walking towards the train, bro. You want to see this huge tree? Thank God it didn't fall in the street. It fell towards the building. Boom. I looked. Uprooted out the ground. I had to walk around. Yo, the wind of God ain't no joke, man.
Pick up the tree like nothing.
That wind.
It'll throw a
Look, I know it's strong, but to actually see it,
that work is different.
it shows. That's why. This is why when you see and witness certain things, when people witness and see certain things, witness certain situations that God is in, that person tends to fear more.
It boosts them.
That person tends to have more fear in them than the one that have not seen it. That's what God said. He said, I showed my glory to you, Israel. You seen me, and you seen my glory. You envisioned me. You seen me, and you heard me during the times of Mount Sinai. He said, and you wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
You seen my glory.
Yeah.
You wasn't scared.
Yeah.
It didn't have no effect on you.
Yeah.
Which means when God works, it should have some type of effect on your spirit. But guess what happened now? You know why it don't have an effect on all of us? Some it has an effect on, some it don't. Because God hasn't allowed you to perceive. I said God hasn't allowed you to perceive and recognize it. You know how I know that? Deuteronomy 29. After everything God did for the nation, when you read Deuteronomy 29, he said, I have not given you eyes to see and ears to hear until this day, which was the 40th year. So there is a certain time when God said, now I can open your eyes towards certain things so that you can see it. Until then, you ain't gonna never see it. You ain't gonna never acknowledge it. It's just for you to do. Just do it without you understanding. Let me see how long you can do it without understanding, without explanation, and getting some type of explanation. Because when I do that and I fulfill that, now God open your eyes for you to see it and understand. You ain't gonna see it right away. I gotta do it without understanding, without perceiving, without observing. This is how God works.
That's right, brother.
That's correct.
Yeah. That's right, brother.
Let's read it.
Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head.
Woo! So that tells me on the heavy, what you call that? Not the rest, tribulations. Everybody dead. Flocks is gone. house get ready.
Everything.
And when you are truly in not depressed, but affliction concerning heavy affliction, God ain't gonna charge you for balding my head, because that also was a sign of mourning. It said he ripped his clothes, he balded head, and did what?
Rent his mantle, shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground.
Fell down
and
upon
worshiped.
the ground and worshipped. You hear that, man?
He was mourning.
After everything the man went through, he showed signs of mourning by ripping his robe, balding his head. He didn't ask God why, but the next thing he did was prostrate himself and worship God.
That's right. Blessed be the name.
Blessed be the name of the Most High. Time sheet.
And said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave,
the Lord give it,
the Lord had taken
the
away.
Lord taken away.
Blessed be the name of the Most High.
And he left it there.
Sleep it there. Sleep it there. That's right.
He left it there.
Teach, man. Teach. Sleep it there.
Job left it there. And guess who else left it there? His wife. His wife was the only one that was left alive.
Yeah. She's him.
Everybody got
Everybody
attacked.
killed.
He couldn't touch the wife because my wife and me is one. No, when God said, no, oh my gosh. He said, hey, he had to say, don't touch his wife. He said, don't touch Job, which means don't touch my wife neither. Because we won. Kidding me? He couldn't touch his wife. Because the woman is one with her husband. Automatic. Everything around Job got hit. Except for his wife and him. Because that's one person. That's a one person. He said, that's one person. So that couldn't be split. It was looked at as one.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Time sheet.
In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
You know when I read, this is why it's very important, people. You know when I read, when angels begin to present themselves before God, I read that in Genesis.
Right.
When Jacob was wrestling the angel, which means if an angel can approach you in the form of a man with all the not qualities, the limbs of a man, you don't think God could come down and show Moses his back part?
Right.
Because he's a God.
Right.
So I can appear the way I want to appear.
Yeah.
I can appear how I want to appear. I will be that which I choose to be.
That's right. That covers it.
Hey, yeah, I shared it. Hey, yeah. So when Jacob was wrestling the angel, Jacob put a lock,
Submission.
a heavy submission lock on the angel of God,
And
to where the angel couldn't get out. So the angel, he said, yo, man, the angel told Jacob, he said, let me go. He said, the dawn approaches. In the Hebrew, the word for dawn is shakarit. The shakarit is not all day. The shakarit is the breaking of the day until a certain time. And this is when that tells me, he said, break, he said, let me loose. He said, the dawn breaking. He has to report to God before the sun comes up. So that tells me that when the angels presented themselves before God, it had to be between the Shakarit, because that was the time when they reported back to God. Jacob looked at him and said, "Nah, I ain't letting you go.
Let you go, bro.
I'm holding you right here." But the angel had to slip back into angel form. He said, "Because man, this guy here got the lock on me, and I gotta get loose. I cannot go to God and tell God that I couldn't report because this guy got me locked. No excuses." So he had to slip back into his angel form. Dislocated his thigh.
Touched him real quick.
Dislocated his thigh. And then he let him go. And then blessed him. And changed his name from Jacob to Israel. He who wrestles or prevails with God.
He ain't bless him first.
He ain't blessed him first. You gotta let me
Hit him
go.
up.
Let me go.
Let me go.
I got some cold.
Right. Good looking, Prince. Shakar means blackness, right? Or dark, that's right. Shakarit. Shakarit is dawn before daybreak. That's the breaking of the light. That's the break. That's right. And that's when the angels reported and went back to God. And that's when you get up and send up your offerings. Notice when Elkanah used to go up and send his sacrifices, and he gave his family portions. And they used to go up and send their offerings up. But people say, "Oh, only the man." No, the woman went up too. The woman went up too. To send up your offerings, we can't send up no offerings. So guess what I send up? The calves of my lips. I send up my prayers. I get up early, 5:30, 6 o'clock. It's automatic. I don't even need a time watch no more. I get up automatically now because my body is wired. So I get up, bend my knee, send up my prayers before God. I don't sleep until I'm ready to get up. 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm still tired. No, get up, send your prayers, and then if you want to go back to sleep, then you go back to bed.
That's right.
Go back to bed. You don't stay in the bed and make God wait. Because that's what we do. We put God on the back burner. And we make God wait.
That's right, brother.
Stop making God wait. Go ahead, read.
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before
The sons
Lord.
of God, again, was angels. It wasn't regular men. Those were the sons of God. It said, B'nai Ha-Elohim. Read.
And Satan came also among
The adversary came also.
among them.
Again, why you keep saying ain't no such thing as an adversary? There is.
There is.
There is an adversary. There is an entity called the adversary or Satan. Because when you say that doesn't count, that means Job and Job 2. This don't happen.
The book of Job.
There is no devil. There is. There is an adversary. They don't call him the devil, but they call him the adversary. One who contends. One who is opposite. One who accuses. One who is opposite to God. One who accuses you without you doing. He accuses you without you fulfilling or doing for nothing. Let's read.
And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou?
He said, where you come from?
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro.
From going to and fro.
And from walking up and down.
From walking up and down in it.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
look what God said.
Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Did you consider my servant Job?
That there is none like him.
There ain't nobody like him on earth. You hear what God said, man? You know what that is? Huh?
Nobody is like that.
You know what that is? To hear such, he was exalted in the heavens with God. He said, there ain't nobody in the earth like him. Nobody.
I was happy about this.
Huh? Nobody. And you can put yourself in that same situation today. You know why? You know how? By fulfilling and doing these laws. By doing what you won't do. That's what makes you better.
That's right, brother.
I do what you don't do concerning law. Huh? Concerning law, I do what you don't do.
That's right.
Concerning law. Tom C.
A perfect and upright man, one
A
that feareth
perfect
God.
and upright man. That's what makes you perfect and upright. When you depart from evil. Go ahead.
One that feareth God.
One that feareth God.
And escheweth evil.
And escheweth evil.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Woo! And still he hold fast his integrity. Huh? Go ahead, brother.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
You know what integrity is? Integrity is firm adherence to a certain code of ethics.
Diligence.
Certain diligence to a code of ethics, to the code that God
You
sets.
hold fast.
That's how you hold fast to your integrity.
You don't change.
Huh? Go ahead. He said what? And still he holds fast
his integrity.
regardless what you allow me. See, this is the key now.
Yeah.
How do you hold fast to your integrity?
Uh-oh.
When the trials and the tests come to you, you hold to your righteousness.
You don't switch up. You don't switch up.
You don't hearken to every thought that comes to your mind, because every thought is not a right thought. Every thought is not a godly thought. These thoughts and this thinking pattern that incorporates and comes to my mind is to detour me away from God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hold fast to my integrity by not reacting. By not reacting to every thought that comes to your
Don't
mind.
react to that.
Huh? You can't react to everything that comes in your mind.
Hold on.
Because not every thought is a good thought.
That's right.
Sometimes, most of the time, these thoughts is to turn me away from the Creator. It's to detour me away from God.
That's right, man.
Tom Sheep.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him.
Wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
He said, you don't see how Job hold fast in his integrity? Huh? Although thou movest me, even though you moved me against him. The Hebrew, you know what the Hebrew word for move? The Hebrew word for move is samek, shabut's tau. It means to incite. To incite means to stir up. Even though you done stirred up this situation to move me against him. Huh? Huh? To instigate means to urge forward. To provoke. You provoked me. You provoked this whole thing to move me against my servant Job. You, without a cause, for no reason. So guess what? You can be doing everything right. Thought process, doing everything right. But the trials and the tests never stops. The test will continue until you die. God don't stop testing you. God don't stop putting you through certain trials and tribulations. The trials and the tribulations and the tests only stops when you die. When God calls your name and put you to rest.
That's right.
Put you to rest. Huh? And then by according to how you live your life, you determine your lot. According to how we live our life determines our lot. What I mean by that? Your lot, your portion. Psalms 125. He said, the lot of the righteous shall not rest upon the lot of the wicked. Which means if I live my life righteously before God, I'm not going to be buried with Tupac.
Right.
God put me in a different realm, in a different spot. God ain't going to bury me with Biggie Smalls. I'm not going to be laid up, sisters. Sisters, you ain't going to be laid up with Whitney Houston. Huh? You ain't gonna be laid up with Whitney Houston because you don't live the life of Whitney Houston. Huh? You don't live the life of these ungodly people. So God will separate you even in the spirit. God separates you even in the spirit.
Right.
Huh? You read Psalms. He said, the lot of the righteous shall not rest upon the lot of the wicked, lest the righteous put forth their hands to iniquity. Now you done changed your status.
There you go.
You done changed your status. How you change your status with God? By putting forth your hands to do evil. Do good, oh Lord, unto those that be good. Woo! Psalms 125 ain't no joke. When I be reading these Psalms, man, I get excited. And you get goose pimples, but I don't see no reaction. Everybody looking at me dead. Continue to be dead. Deadheads. I ain't no deadhead. He said, do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, which means God only do good to the righteous. God only do good to the ones that are good according to the standards that God set. He said, do good, O Lord, unto those that be good. And to them, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in your own heart. Lord have mercy. You know what that means? Maya. You know what that means? You know what that means? Oh, no. I'm going to get one. Upright in your heart? An upright heart? You know what an upright heart is?
Can't wait. Put on the scale.
An upright heart don't be a grudge.
Put on the scale.
An upright heart don't have forward thoughts. An upright heart. An upright heart is an upright way of thinking.
That's right.
Listen, man. Yo.
Talk about it, bro.
That prayer, it's a lot of keys in that prayer, man. Ooh, I ain't finished yet. Then after that, it goes on. He said, as for such as turn aside
To their crooked
ways. Woo, man.
What's going to happen?
When you have decided to turn aside or to turn away, leave off from God to your crooked ways,
What happens?
the Lord shall lead them forth
with the workers
with
of
the workers
iniquity.
of iniquity.
With the wicked one.
The Hebrew word, he said, the Lord will lead them forth. The Lord will make you do it.
Right.
He gonna make you do it.
Right.
That's a heavy song. I see your face, brother. That ain't no joke.
Right.
Brother Quentin, that ain't no
That's
joke,
right.
man.
That's
That
right.
ain't no joke. I'm shaking the head. Yes, your mouth shake your head. I say your mouth shake your head. Listen, man, it's sad, man. This ain't no joke, man.
Yes, sir.
This is not no joke.
Very sad.
Let's read.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without
He said, although you done urged me and provoked me and stirred me up against him, without a cause.
I didn't like that.
Without a cause. You want me to move against my servant and he ain't did nothing. Huh?
I did. No cause.
Huh? This is why these are what you call the works of the adversary.
That's right.
I cannot move
That's
on
right.
you if you ain't do nothing.
That's right.
You ain't doing that. The man is innocent in this situation, but you moved on him, which means we have to learn to acknowledge and not acknowledge. We have to do diligent inquisition concerning situations because you end up judging matters and condemning the one that is not right. That is right. You condemn the one that's right. You condemn the innocent. So when we are handling certain matters, it's your job to stop everything. Who started it? Not who was right, but what was done. What was done and what was said to cause this brother to react the way he reacted.
Something caused that.
And when you find that out, they don't get the same judgment
That's right.
That's
They
correct.
don't get the same judgment,
That's
man.
correct. No, they
Because
don't.
this man here urged me and he
That's right.
provoked me
That's
into
right.
this situation.
That's right.
That's why everybody can't be a judge.
Right.
No.
Everybody can't be
They're not
judged.
You have to judge.
Because you got to be just and you
Have
got to
to
deal with
judge.
situation according to what God says, according to that book.
That's right.
That's right.
You urged me and pushed me to the point
That's right.
to where it was. That's what caused me
Yeah, I wasn't thinking
to
like
move this way.
You came to me with it.
And then when the person reacted, you went and set the judgment. You say you and you, against both of y'all. No, not both of us.
No, bad judgment.
Find out what took place first.
Bad judgment. Condemn the guilty.
Come on, man. We gotta be better before God, man.
That's right.
We gotta stop. Go ahead, read.
That's right, brother.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give
Oh,
for
my
his life.
goodness.
He ain't giving up. Man.
Skin for skin.
He wasn't-
All that a man had will he give for his life.
Not a godly man.
And that only stands with an evil person,
That's right.
not with a godly man.
That's right.
You can put that godly man through anything.
That's right.
And guess what? He won't break because his integrity, his righteous integrity is what holds him up.
Hold him up.
Right.
Huh? Will he give for his life? Nishmat. You know what a nishmat means? It said, hey, Prince Zachariah, if you're hearing me, repeat. I need you to answer this. Nishmat, who did God say that to? Nishmat Kayim. Now, Nishmat Kayim, we was talking, you know what Kayim means? Nishmat is breath, not only life, lives,
Kahin. Plural.
plural. Nishmat Kayim means the breath of lives, not life. Life is one. The breath of lives means multiple lives. That's plural. That's heavy. The breath of lives comes from one man that God breathed. He done blew the breath of life into one man. And all because of this one man, it's been transferred to you, and it's been transferred to babies. It's been transferred through people, through the rib. Through the rib. God don't breathe no more breath of life in people. He did that to one man. I said, God did it to one man. The Creator knew what he was doing when he used that rib, man. God knew what he was doing when he used that rib to create this emotional creature
That's right, brother.
called woman.
She's bone in my bones.
Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh.
First thing he said.
Are we realizing the type of God we serve, man? There's no God like the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There is no God like the Creator, the Most High God that split the Red Sea. There's no God like this God. So therefore, I'm going to live my life being guilty before God so I can be more on point with myself.
That's right.
Guiltiness is what caused you to be on point with yourself.
That's right, brother.
So I don't repeat the same actions over and over.
That's right.
And if I'm truly guilty of my actions, then have you made repairs of your faults?
That's right, brother.
If you are guilty according to your actions, have you repaired your faults?
Must make repairs.
Have you repaired your faults?
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Huh? Let's read.
But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh,
He said, put forth your hand and touch his bone in his flesh.
and he will curse thee to thy
He
face.
will curse you to your face. Read.
Job chapter 2, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life.
He said, he's in your hand. He said, do what you want to do, but you can't kill him. I said, you can't kill him.
Touch him.
Go ahead.
So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils.
Sore boils.
From the sole of his
From
foot.
the sole of his foot
to his crown.
to the crown of his head.
And he took him a potsherd.
Which means the boils that was put upon him, it itched. And he disregarded every time he itched it, it burst. So now he got pus.
Leaking.
And it's leaking. But he still continued to itch because it itched out of this world. You see what God put him through to test his integrity before God. God take you to the brink of death.
Right.
Make you think you're going to die and wish for death. But he pull you right out of it as soon as you show your determination to serve God. So there's going to point come, hey, when you have made your mind up to serve God, there is a certain time in life. I want you to hear me. Things is not going to be peachy and smooth because we got to go through it in order to be chosen. You hear that? I said, in order for God to choose you, you got to be put through it to prove yourself. So there's going to come a point in time in each and every one of our lives that God is going to put you through certain situations to prove your determination to serve God. Okay? So that way he can evaluate you and exalt you. He said, look at my servant. Look at my servant. How he chose me. How he chose me. And he held himself according to his integrity concerning God, and he didn't break. He said, now you got it. You got a spot. I got a spot for you, son. Yeah. Let's read it.
And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity?
You heard what she said? The wife came to him. She said, why are you retaining your integrity?
Why are you moving?
Huh? Go ahead.
Curse God and die.
Now in the Hebrew, it don't say curse.
That's right.
The Hebrew word for curse, when you read it, it says barek. Barek don't mean curse.
No.
Barek means to bless.
Bless. Praise.
So she did not tell Job to curse God.
No.
She told him, why don't you just bless God and die? Barak, it means to curse, it means to bless. So when she said that, you know what it means? Why do you keep holding on?
Just give up.
Just give up. Give
Right.
up.
Are
You
you
know,
doing this
you know,
to
you
yourself?
know more than likely why she said that.
He's gonna do it.
She seen what the man was going through, and she felt what he was going through. So she didn't want to see him going through this situation. So she said, son, she said, my Lord, she said, why are you still holding on to your integrity? Just bless God and let it go. Die. Die, man. Let it go. Because she didn't want to see him going through whatever he was going through. Because guess what? It was one. And whatever he went through, it hurt her. She felt it. She felt it. And if she was helpless and she couldn't do nothing, you know what that is? I heard my father say, and he watched one of us in our pain in the house. He said, son, if I was able to take your pain and put it on me, I would do it. Because I didn't want to see you in pain. That's what parents do. That's what parents do. I said, that's what parents, real mothers and real fathers do that.
Yeah.
They will take your child's pain, and if they're able to transfer it,
They would.
they would.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. Go ahead.
Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaking.
You know what he told? He said, man, you speaking like a fool. After she said, you speaking like a fool, woman. She didn't say, I feel offended.
Why you speaking to me?
Why you speaking to me like that, Joe?
See what I mean?
You see what I'm trying to tell you, Joe? You gotta stop talking to me like that, Joe. What's your problem? I'm here to help you, Joe. What the hell is wrong with you?
Show it ain't John no more, huh? Show.
The book shows us a way of mentality, a way of thinking,
How to react.
how to react,
How not to react.
how not to react,
Right.
how to move, how not to move. And when we move and react opposite to our mothers and fathers, you need work to do. But you need to acknowledge it.
Right. Yeah.
Men, women, children,
It's for everybody.
for everybody. You must acknowledge
That's correct.
that your reaction is not always the best reaction.
That's correct.
Go ahead. He said, you speak like one of the fools. Foolish
What?
women speak. Uh-huh.
What?
Now
Shall
listen to the key now. This is the key. This is the key to life. Let's read it.
What? Shall we receive good at the
Shall
hand
we
of God?
receive good? And what?
At the hand of God.
Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
And shall we not receive
And
evil?
shall we not receive evil? That's deep. He said, you think everything is going to go good with you and smooth? Because sometimes we got to learn to receive the good, and sometimes evil is going to come, and I got to receive the evil because God wants to see how you react concerning the evil. God wants to see how you react concerning the good. A lot of us, God show us good, and we react negative. Do you know we react negative concerning the good? One of the ways that you can react concerning the good is when I have it to support and I don't support you. I hold back. Go ahead.
Shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall we not receive evil?
Uh-huh.
In all this, did not Job sin with his lips?
Which means you could sin by the words of your mouth. Huh?
That's right.
God was angry with Job's two friends because of their words. They didn't do anything. God was angry with them because of what they said out of their mouth, which means you must watch your words. Go ahead.
Now, when Job's three friends heard of all this evil that was
When
come
Job's
upon
three
him,
friends heard of all,
they came every one from his own place.
they came from their own place.
Eliphaz the Temanite,
Eliphaz the Temanite,
Bildad the Shuhite,
Bildad the Shuhite,
and Zophar the
Zophar the
Anamanite.
Amathite,
For they had made an appointment
together
to come to mourn with him and to comfort
they
him.
all came to an agreement. Yo, we're going to appoint and come at this set time. Read.
And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept.
Mm-hmm.
And they rent everyone his mantle and sprinkled dust upon their heads toward heaven. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days, 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great.
And with that, all I got was what?
Definitely.
And I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom. Yes. Say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom Lecha.
Anybody have any questions before I shut down? Before I close it down? Any questions? Yes, Zacharias, that was Proverbs 18. No, but what I was just reading is Job 2. Oh, you want Ecclesiasticus? I said I was going to go through something. Ecclesiasticus 21:7. 21, chapter 21, verses 1 to 7. I think that was it. Was that it, Zacharias? Ecclesiasticus 21, verses 1 to 7 in the Apocrypha. Let me see. I'm trying to find it, see what it says. I want to make sure. Ecclesiastes 21, verses 1. Yeah, it is. All right. Ecclesiasticus 21, 1 through 7. My son, hast thou sinned? My son, hast thou sinned Did you transgress? Did you commit iniquity? Huh? He said, do so no more. Do not continue your life living in sin. We cannot continue our lives living in transgression and iniquity, sinning before God, because it comes a point in time where we must make our mind up to change.
That's right, brother.
Okay? Flee from sin from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. Which means, how do you flee from sin? By departing away from that which God hates. By departing away from that which is evil. So when these evil, but I got to be able to detect what is evil. I got to be able to detect what God said is evil. Not according to what you think is evil, but according to what God said is evil. And when I detect it, pull away. Pull away. We like to call evil and evil good. And good evil. No. You embrace it. He said, thereof are the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword. It cut both ways. It cut both ways. You know that's a bad sword. That has two edges, which means you get hit in both sides. Either way you swing it, you're getting hit. You're getting cut. Huh? You think the teacher don't feel it? You think the teacher don't get cut?
That's right, bro.
Huh? The teacher feel it too. Only the ones that have made their mind up to serve God.
That's right.
Those are the teachers that feel it also.
That's right.
And they react to certain things in the book because I'm feeling it myself. I done made my mind up to do this. So when I read certain things, it excites me.
That's right.
It excites me. That's right. Okay? He said to terrify and do wrong will waste riches. You lose riches by the things that you do in life. Terrifying people, and you do people wrong. Now I begin to lose because I gotta pay for it. Thus the house of proud men shall be made desolate. A prayer out of a poor man's mouth reacheth the ears of God. But when you read here a little and there a little, it's not only a poor man. Isaiah 66, it says a contrite heart, one that fear God, tremble at his word, and he's humble. So not just a poor man, because you could be poor and wicked. You could be poor and wicked.
Oh, yeah.
You could be poor and not humble. So there are three qualifications to where God can hearken to your prayer. You have to have a contrite heart. So what is a contrite heart? Huh? A contrite heart, it means not, or a contrite spirit is not keruach, a smitten and afflicted spirit. Contrite and penitent. Contrite means grieving and penitent, which means you must feel sorrow. You gotta feel remorse. You gotta feel sorrow, and you gotta feel remorse for your faults that you have done against God or against my own brother. Penitent. All right, no, contrite, grieving and penitent for sins or shortcomings. I have come up short. I have come up short. I came up short before God. And just by me acknowledging that I came up short with God, it did something to me. I feel a way. Huh? Penitent means feelings of regretful pain. Feeling of regretful pain for sins or offenses. Huh? Huh? A prayer out of a poor man's mouth reaches to the ears of God, and his judgment cometh speedily. God don't give you time to continue to wallow in your iniquities.
That's right.
As soon as you violate, the judgment come immediately to stop you in your tracks and to acknowledge what you have done before God and correct your ways. So when God allow you to wallow in your iniquities and continue to do things that is contrary to what God, contrary to the laws of God, he don't care too much about you because he allowed you to keep going without correction, without discipline, without correction and without discipline. Okay? He that hated to be reproved is in the way of sinners.
Right.
If you don't like being corrected, you are in the path and in the way of sinners. But he feareth the Lord. He that feareth the Lord will repent from his heart. He that feared God, you will begin to repent according from your heart, from inside, within yourself.
That's right.
An eloquent man is known far and near. Huh? Know how to talk. He know how to say things. He know when to say things. Sometimes the way you said it, you shouldn't have said it that way.
Right.
You have to know how to speak. You're not eloquent. That's why certain jobs ain't for everybody. It's not for you to say it. Because you don't know how to say it, and you don't know how to speak. And you don't know how to put it. Sometimes you can put certain things the way it needs to be put, and you will see it and recognize it. You don't hear people say, man, I recognize now. Everybody been telling me, but the way you said it, I understand. Now I see it. An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding know it when he slippeth. That's deep, man. A man of understanding knows when he slipped. A man that departs from evil knows when he has violated before God, and after he realized and recognized that he violated before God, he makes some heavy corrections. He makes corrections with himself so that he don't repeat. So he don't repeat it.
He's not in denial.
He's not in denial. And with that, I hope everybody has gotten what was bought.
Yeah.
Shimini, Atzeret, Shalom.
Shimini, Atzeret, Shalom, Lekah.
Blow the horn.